Hello, fuck me. I'm just gonna preface this by saying I'm currently filming this 2 days before I go on holiday, which would be fine apart from the fact that I have managed my time awfully. So I am so unbelievably stressed, but I thought, am I gonna leave the rats without a video next week? Did Jesus turn water into a glass of crush'em? Tough enough to make milkshake? No, I'm not gonna do that. So, I'm here. I'm gonna call this a vlog because I could literally like take a video of me shitting and call it a vlog. But this is just gonna be a Q and slay because when all else fails and I don't know what to do, a Q and slay will always suffice. So I said, you got any questions for this little rat? And y'all came through. So I'm gonna just answer some Q and slay questions because today I've got work today. Don't wanna talk about it. Do not pop up because I will not be answering it. No, I do not. No. I have so much to do. So much. I need to like now I'm thinking about it a bit more. I'm getting actually a little bit stressed. It'll be fine. I've started packing at least. Oh, I can take that off my list. My room's a mess. I need to tidy my room as well. When is my room not a mess? Do you know what I mean? I need to get my fucking nails done tomorrow, which is like high priority. My Octussy pen. Tried to like sort out my time, but it just doesn't work because I am so chronically lazy. And yesterday I had a shift at work and it was the longest and just the worst shift ever. It was just so long. Every time I looked at the clock, I thought, how the fuck is it only 1 minute past 7? And the next time I looked at the clock, I thought, it's still 1 minute past 7. Where the hell? Time goes by so slowly, time goes by so slowly. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I thought I'd do a Q&A because I don't want to leave you guys in the dark. I can't love you in the dark. I've got 5.5 hours till I have to leave for work. Well, no, actually less than 5.5 hours. I'd say about 5 hours. I need to get petrol and I need to post some vintage parcels. Actually, I'm going to post the vintage parcels tomorrow because if I post it today, I'm just going to get myself so worked up and so stressed. And I agreed to take my nana's dog to the groomers tomorrow. I don't know why I agreed to do it. Actually, I do know why I agreed to do it because she's my nana and I'm going to do that for her. But also, like, it's fine. As long as I get my toes and my nails done, I'll be fine. I'm so stressed and I need to sort out my toiletries and I need to shave my body and oh my god, is that a spot or is that a mosquito bite? Mate, I have absolutely no idea. I need to get a new razor head for my razor. This is stuff I need to write down so I don't forget it. Razor head. Slay what you wanna slay. Let the sleigh slow. Towel. Razor head. Living in America. Or is that razor light? I don't know. I need a razor head. Fuck me, right, I'm not looking at this list because it's just making me stressed. Anyway, let's do this. Let's rock and ravioli. Also, I love doing Q&As. I think it's so interesting because I just, oh, you know, I love a Q and slay. It goes down really nicely. It sits pretty. What? Any tips for doing driving lessons? I'm probably the worst person to ask about driving lessons because, and let me tell you why. I failed my theory twice, passed the third time, and I failed my practical twice, passed the third time. And this is not to put you off, but this is just honest. I hated learning to drive because I'm a very anxious person. But what I would say is you need to find a driving instructor that's one, not a nonce because they're all fucking nonces by the looks of it. Two is like good at understanding your worries because I was so anxious learning to drive. I hated it. I hated it because I was so nervous all the time. But when I learnt to drive with my dad, I was fine because obviously like he's my pa. Do you know what I mean? Pop. But I hated learning to drive. It just made me so anxious. And my driving instructor was a really, really lovely guy. But I wouldn't say he's the best person for if you're anxious because I feel like because he taught my brothers how to drive, my brothers weren't anxious. It was a bit like, you know, you're getting the runt of the litter now. You're getting little Miss Anxiety. So you need to find an instructor that is like chilled out. Obviously a good instructor, but like someone that's like understanding your worries. Also voice your concerns. Don't just sit there and be like, yeah, that's what I did. I just acted like everything was fine. When in reality, I think I shit myself multiple times because I was so scared. I hated learning to drive. But it also isn't, I don't know, I feel like when I look back at that time of me learning to drive, I literally used to dread it. Don't do that to yourself. Don't dread it. Just go into it with an open mind and just think one day that you are going to pass. Like you are going to pass your test and you'll never have to do a driving lesson again. Unless you drink or smoke or take recreational drugs and then you drive under the influence or you do something else that can make you lose your license. Don't do that. Don't be a knob. Do you know what I mean? But you'll never have to do them again. So my tips for doing driving lessons is go into it with an open mind. I took Rescue Remedy before my driving tests and my driving lessons because it would just help calm me down. And I also used to remember that they will be over. Like, I'd get in the car and I'd be like, oh my god, I've got 2 hours of driving. Don't do 2-hour lessons. I'd say maximum do an hour and a half. I hated my 2-hour lessons so much. I was counting down the time till they were done. And when I used to be like, can I do an hour? He's like, there's not much point in doing an hour. And I was like, yeah, but I think I'm gonna cry. So don't push yourself. Listen to your own body. I know these driving instructors know what they're talking about, but also like, you are the ones paying them, so you have every fucking right to be like, no, I don't want to do that. So yeah, go into it with an open mind. Also, parallel parking isn't as bad as you think it is. And you know what? Eat, sleep, slay, repeat. You will be fine, I promise. I think driving is just quite an anxious time, but anxious time. But as soon as you're over the initial like learning, you'll be fine, and you practice, and yeah, you'll be okay. And just think, if I can pass my test, anyone can. So there you go. That pigeon just did a leap of faith. Respect, brother. If you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go? Australia, probably. I want to live in Australia so badly for like a few months. Or I'm going on holiday to the Canary Islands. I would live there, like in a heartbeat. I would move there. So probably there, but I'm going there on Saturday. Woo! So if it wasn't where I'm already going, it would be Australia. I don't know. I don't have like, this is gonna sound so bad, I'm not really like a touristy person. If I go on holiday or go away, it's because I want to do nothing. I do nothing in this country and I want to do nothing in another country with a bit of sun. I don't go to like sightsee. I will, obviously, like maybe I'll book a little city break for myself, but I don't have currency to do that, so I can't. But like, I like Paris and I like Barcelona, but like my idea of a holiday isn't to go sightseeing and to go see all the sights, which is funny enough what sightseeing is. I just like doing nothing. I was going to join the gym the other day and then I thought, big fat fuck off no. Je m'appelle no. I'm not doing that. So yeah, probably Australia. I've been to Australia before and I really liked it, so I would like to live there for a bit. I really like Australian people as well. I like the like culture in Australia. Like, everyone's so friendly and nice, and like, I don't know, some places I'm like, no. No. Where are you going on holiday? I'm going to Fuerteventura, which is one of the Canary Islands. It's like next to Tenerife. I've been going there every year since I was a wee baby. Obviously the last few years I haven't been because of COVID and stuff, but I do love it there. I literally I'm itching to go. So excited. How to make friends age 20, because I feel like I've had the loneliest summer. You know what? That's a great question. Fuck. Go pub, get drunk and make friends. That is such an easy way to make friends. But I feel like my friends that I have now are friends that I met in college or that I've met at work. But it's hard because like, I work with people my age. Obviously some people like don't work with anyone their age. They work with people a lot older or like way younger, and they can only be like 16 if they want to work legally. But honestly, going out, nights out, pub trips, job, great way to make friends. Also, I literally can't even think about how I make friends. I feel like I have like a group of friends now, and that's just like the group I have. Or I just meet people through other people. Like the people I go to the pub with a lot, I met them through other people. So it's just about like branching out, going out with new groups. Even if like, say you get invited out, or like say there's a group going out and you're gonna go, and they're people that you don't really know that well, just go. That's what I do. Like, people I went out to the pub with, I don't know them that well, and then I went out with them and had a bloody great time, and now I'm friends with them. So I always just say, grab the bull by its horns. Oh yeah, and just go, just slay. Yeah, it's always good to meet other people like through your friends. Yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it, meeting people through your friends. Also, this is like not answering the question but also kind of relevant. You don't have to have loads of friends to not feel lonely. Do you know what I mean? You can feel like fulfilled just by being on your own. And I know that's so easy, and I know that's easier said than like done, and it's easy to hear, but like, I love being on my own. I love my own company. So sometimes it's just about like growing accustomed to being on your own sometimes, and like that doesn't have to be depressing. I know like being on your own sounds really like isolating and lonely. It doesn't have to be. I love doing things on my own. Like the last few days I've done everything on my own and I love it. So I think tips for being on your own: do things that you enjoy doing, listen to music, go shopping, spend copious amounts of money, and then go cry in bed choking. That is actually all part of my daily routine though. A trend everyone loves you can't stand. Fuck, I don't know. Most trends. There is a few that I'll like take part in, but most trends I don't like, just because I don't know. I'm trying to think now. I genuinely can't think of a trend off of the top of my head. Okay, trends I don't like. Probably just like anything cringy, which is, I find pretty much anything cringy. I don't know, what trends do I find cringy? I don't get many trends on my like For You page or whatever because I don't interact with them because I don't fucking like them. I hate that I'm so lucky, I hate that I'm so lucky sound because it's just, that pigeon is slaying. It looks so, I was gonna say fat, but he's just like stocky, he's body positive. He's literally, we're in like a staring contest right now. Anyway. I hate that I'm so lucky. I hate the using this sound so I get Harry Styles Love on Tour tickets. Maybe it's because I'm bitter because I'm not going to get any, but yeah, don't like it. Did you enjoy school? No, I hated school. I hated school. Literally, I was itching to get out of it. Like, oh my God, I hated it. It was a shit school, shit people, shit teachers. Hated it. And school was when I started realising, well, school was when I started like really struggling. So I realised that like I had anxiety in year 8. Year 11, I was so depressed, so depressed. I literally stopped going to school like 2 weeks before my GCSEs started. And they would call my mum and be like, she needs to come in. And my mum would be like, do you want to come and drag her out of bed? And then they were like, Maisie, you need to come in. And I was like, no offence, but literally suck my ass, I'm not coming in. And then they made me like a little plea bargain. I'm a gambler. And they said, you can sit in your tutor's room all day if you do work, just so that you're in school, like you're in school and you're doing work. And I was like, okay, sound, because I loved my tutor. I loved my tutor. Like, you know when there's like one teacher that like just changes your life? It was him. He was the best teacher. He cared so much, and he was like, there is always one girl who causes me so much stress every year. And he was like, and this year it is you. And I said, yes, slay! That is so me vibes, to cause everyone unnecessary stress. And I literally only used to go to my maths lessons because I was shit at maths and I had a crush on my maths teacher. Oh my God, he was Canadian. Oh, stunning. Anyway, and yeah, I hated school, so I stopped going to school, did my GCSEs, and I was fully convinced that I failed most of them. I passed them all. Yes, I want to see a girl boss fail, but she simply can't. I never lose apart from when I do, which is all the time. I just couldn't wait to get out of school. It was so toxic. Like, it was just, as soon as I left school, I realised that all my friends were basically cunts, and I just stopped being friends with all of them. So, you know, I was in my Kylie Jenner realising things era. So yeah, I hated school. Top 5 of your favourite songs. I would say Tears Drown Their Own, but by Amy Winehouse, but the original version on her Lioness Hidden Treasures album. This Feeling by Alabama Shakes, because yeah, Fleabag just ripped my fucking heart in two. Meet Me in the Hallway by Harry Styles. Yeah, I will always sob to that song. Bingo by Jacob Sartorius, and Party Rock Anthem, but the Alvin and the Chipmunks version. Timeless piece, a timeless classic. New tattoos you want? I really want a line work tiger on my arm, and I really want like, I don't even know how to describe it. Let me get a picture up. That smile on your face makes it easy to trust you. If they only knew. Yeah? Yeah. Meow. I want a tiger like that, and then I want something similar to this sort of thing. Okay, I want that sort of thing on my back with no rain, no flowers near it, because we know how I feel about that saying. And then I also want a rat tattooed on me somewhere, because I said when I hit 2,000 subscribers I would get rat tattooed on me, so I'm gonna get rat tattooed on me somewhere. I also have like other little random things that I'd like to get tattooed on me. I want a capybara somewhere with a hat on. I'll be sick. And I want Hello Kitty tattooed on me somewhere because I fucking love Hello Kitty. I have plans for them. It's just getting the money and getting them done. I also want a lobster as well, because me and my dad have these little lobster stickers. And I fucking love my dad, so that makes sense. I had to feel confident with yourself. I saw this really good quote the other day that was like, I've been so busy like trying to, it was about your own body. It was like, I've been so busy trying to tidy my house that I forgot to make it feel like home. And that is something I try and remember, like, this is the only body you're ever gonna get. Do not pop up, do not remind me. But this is the only body you're ever gonna get, so you have to make it feel like you, if that makes sense. Which is weird because when I was crying on my way home from work yesterday, I was talking about how I feel out loud to just myself, because I was trying to like rationalize why I felt sad. And I was like, why I feel sad at the moment is because I can't remember a time where I didn't feel like shit. I felt like shit since year 8. You know, this has been like a long time in my life. I'm almost 21, for fuck's sake. Like in year 8, what, I'm like 13? That's like 8 years of my life feeling like shit. And it's like, when I'm in a funk, I'll say to people, oh, I don't feel like myself. But then I'm like, what does feeling like myself even fucking mean anymore? Like, I don't know. And that scares me. Anyway, so I'd say feeling confident within yourself is a mindset. And sometimes you might not even believe it, but it's like, fake it till you make it. You are who you are. And, you know, I had another good thing the other day that was like, if you see someone that you think is really pretty and you're like, why can't I look like her? Them being pretty, them being beautiful doesn't take away from your own beauty. It doesn't take away from who you are as a person. Like, a lot of the time I feel like shit and I'll compare myself, and then I have people messaging me saying, you've helped me get out of bed today, or you've helped me smile, I'm going through a really shit time, I think you're really funny, or like someone commented, I adore you. Someone get me a Kleenex 3-ply because I'm about to start sobbing. You know, it's just like, everything's relative, and you don't have to feel confident overnight. It can be like a gradual thing where like slowly you start building up your confidence and you start feeling better, and that's okay. Everything can be a bit of a process, and that's okay. So yeah, just don't be hard on yourself, because there is no use in that, because it's never going to get you anywhere productive. Do you know what I mean? I spoke in my agony aunt video, I spoke quite a lot about how to be confident. I can't remember everything I said, but if you want to know more, that's a nice 45-minute video to watch. Have you ever met a famous person? Yeah, I actually meet one every day. My reflection. Wayo! Joking. You know, someone the other day called me famous and I was like, oh, no. I'm pretty sure famous people own money. No, I've never met a famous person. I went to the Black Lives Matter march in June 2020 and I walked past Dua Lipa. Does that count? I don't know. I don't think I ever have. Or actually, I was walking my dogs once and I saw Jeremy Kyle and he asked for my autograph. Oh my god, I told my dad that he asked for my autograph and my dad was like, believed me. And I said, I'm Jim Appella, big fat liar. I did meet him, but he didn't ask for my autograph. What's the best time of the week opposite of Sunday at 4 PM? Sorry, do not bring it up. The fact that my birthday is a Sunday. Oh, I'm struggling. Best time of the week. Best time of this week will be, see you, love you. I literally just need to put trousers on. Best time of this week will be Saturday morning at 7 AM because that's when I'm flying the frick away from here. But no, my favourite time of the week, maybe a Saturday morning. I really like Saturday mornings. Oh yeah, I actually love Saturday mornings because, like, well, I was going to say my mum and dad are off work. My dad's never off work. My dad works like 7 days a week, bless him. That poor old pensioner is really mining for his money. Yeah, I do really like Saturday mornings though, because they feel so like, I don't know, everyone seems to like fucking romanticize Sunday morning. Frick Sundays, Saturdays are where it's at. Or I really like Thursdays, Thursday evenings when you know that it's Friday the next day and I'm getting paid and it's the weekend, even though weekends mean nothing to me because I work in hospitality. Anyway, but yeah, I really like Saturdays and I like Thursdays. I don't fuck with Tuesdays, I don't fuck with Sundays. I do fuck with Mondays because it means I'm finally out of the hellscape that is fucking Sundays. What folk tan do you use if you use it? I use, now I haven't tanned in ages, but I use this one. The Dove. Oh my god, I'm in my Zoella era. This is the Dove Body Love. Oh my god, do you remember when, okay, sorry, I literally, this is how you can tell I've got ADHD, isn't it? Do you remember when people used to do like beauty videos? Well, people obviously still do them, but like back in the day, and they would literally read every single word. And it's like, what's that? And they'd be like, Dove Body Love Care and Visible Glow Self-Tan Lotion for all skin types. Gradual self-tan as medium to dark sun-kissed skin from first use with ceramide restoring serum. Just say it's the Dove medium to dark gradual tan. What was the name of that essay? Me trying to get the word count. But yeah, I use this medium to dark gradual tan. This shit is so good. You can put it on like a little layer. I put this on a fucking mitt and I like, and I normally mix it with the Tanologist Face and Body Drops. I really like these for my face, not as much as on my body because I find that it goes patchy quicker, or maybe I'm just bad. No, I don't think it's this. I think I'm just bad at applying fake tan. But these are really good. I use these and it does really enrich the tan, so that's what I use when I tan. I'll be using that in winter because I will be looking like a sickly Victorian child. Where/who do you get your Slay style inspo from? Charity shop windows? I don't know. This is from a charity shop. My beard, literally this and my beer top is all I'll wear in winter. So I don't think I can say that I'm inspired by anyone because I don't want to upset anyone, because I think that would be an insult. I just wear what feels comfortable. I genuinely do not care what people think I look like. I go to the shops all the time. You know, when I went to fucking H&M and the guy that I matched with on Hinge and then he unmatched me, served me in my beer top. Bothered? Yes, because then he found the TikTok I made about him. Not the point. But like, you know, Uggs, joggers and my beer top, that is me living the dream. I just wear what's comfy. I'm not too much, like, I'm not too worried about my style because I've never really been into like fashion. You know, I've planned a few nice outfits for on holiday, but that's because I want to slay the Instagram posts. But I would say I'm inspired by Psychowitz from Victorious. That's me vibes. Comfort films or TV shows? PS, love you, Maze. Love you too. Comfort film, Mamma Mia. I could watch that shit 7 times a day and never get bored of it. I love that film. I also love the film Just Go With It. That's because I love Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler as well, he's definitely a style inspo. I love his shorts and just, I love the whole not being able to see your body type vibe. That's a bit of me. Comfort TV shows, Arrested Development, Parks and Recreation. I was going to say Fleabag. Comfort until the fucking I love you, it will pass. Yeah, then I want to jump off a cliff. Pretty Little Liars. I do really like Pretty Little Liars. What's your sexuality? Love you, by the way. Love you too. I'm feeling the love. I am bisexual. I never really tell people that I'm bi. If someone asks, I'll tell them, but I'm never like, yeah, I'm bi. Because I was like a closeted homophobe, and by that I mean like I was homophobic towards myself, because I remember, I think someone else said, how and when did you find out you was bi? Watching the, who is it? The Saturdays? Was it Una from the Saturdays? Watching her sing Just Can't Get Enough, I was like, why the fuck do I feel this way? What's wrong with me? Why do I feel this way? I was like, ooh, yeah, I'd tap that. I actually did say them words at 6 years old. I just sort of was like, realised that I found girls really pretty, but I obviously didn't think at the time like, oh, I find them pretty, like I would fucking lips them, do you know what I mean? Whereas I was with my friends and they were like, so one of them was like, I'm bi, and I was like, me too. And I just sort of was like, yeah, I am, because I can see myself being with a woman. I've never been with a woman, but I can see myself being with one. So yeah. I'm bi, Best of Both Worlds, Hannah Montana remaster. It's to be morbid, but how did you get your BPD diagnosis? You're not being morbid, madame. Don't worry about that. How did I get it? I did private therapy for quite a few months in 2020. And, you know, obviously I would talk about like my feelings and how like I find it really hard. Like I really struggle to regulate my own emotions. Like really struggle. Things get on top of me quickly and I can't shake them, like these funks. No, I really struggle. And like, I'll be in a funk. Whoa! I'll be in a funk and then I'll feel fine for like 5 minutes and then I'll go back to being in the funk, and like I switch. Because basically, I got told that they thought that maybe I was bipolar. So they put me on bipolar medication, but then they were like, actually no, we never thought that. But you can keep taking them. And then when you overdose on them because we fucked up, we're gonna blame you. Fucking stupid CAMHS worker. I'm not blaming CAMHS as a whole because I know how much fucking pressure they're under, but that one worker I had, I fucking hate her. I hate her, and you know who you are. I can't remember your name because I've erased it from my memory because you caused me so much fucking trauma. I hate you, stupid bitch. Sorry, you shouldn't call women bitches, but she was just bitchy. So I was doing therapy and my therapist was like, I don't think you're bipolar. I was like, fun fact, me neither. And she was like, I think you have BPD. And I was like, ooh, give me another clue. Give me another clue because it sounds like Hangman right now. What is BPD? She told me and I read up on it and I was like, yep, you have hit the nail on thy head. That is definitely what I have. Because like everything about it just matched up with me. I think there's like 14 main things. That like there's like 14 main categories and I fell under, I think, it was either all of them or like 12 or 13 of them. Am I bullshitting? I feel like it was 14. That number sticks out to me. So yeah, the whole BPD diagnosis was rough because you can't really go on medication for it. You do have to do therapy for it, and a lot of it links back to your childhood, so it's sort of like a Pandora's box. Once you open it up and you start looking into it, you can't really close it back down. And like, I didn't go that much into it before my therapist moved away, because she was like, I don't want to unwrap things that you're not ready to like talk about or like explore, because it's fucking rough. But yeah, I did private therapy. Obviously I could have waited for the NHS, but I'd probably die before I got seen, so I found out in private therapy that they sort of thought I had it, and then I found out later on that I had ADHD, and they sort of coincide quite well. And also you can have BPD and bipolar at the same time. Like, you know, I'm like a fucking martini of mental illnesses. How are you doing? I'm good. Me when I lie. I am okay. I am getting there. I'm stressed at the moment because I've fucking not planned my time very well. And there's a lot going on at the moment, and I feel tired and I feel just very run down a lot. I've said before, I hate this time of year. I really struggle around my birthday, but I'm gonna be okay. I don't know when I'll be okay, but I'm gonna be okay. When I'm on holiday, I'll feel so much better because it's like I'm away from everything and I have time off of work and I don't have to worry about things. I can actually just enjoy myself, hopefully. Fucking hoping. But there's other things that are happening that I'll speak about more soon, I think. Some of it I'm not ready to talk about yet. Not even that, it's just like, it's fucking long. I'm always ready to talk about things. I could literally get run over by a bus and I'd be like, hey guys, guess what? I've just been run over by a bus. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm getting there. I was in a bit of a funk. I'm getting out of it now, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. If I keep saying it, maybe it will be true. How to get over a breakup without any support from family or friends. I think this is the thing to remember. Remember, you've always got yourself. No matter what happens in life, you always have you. And you always have me as well. So getting over a breakup, it's shit, it's hard, but let yourself mourn the breakup, let yourself be sad, be down, spend money, eat shit food, stay in bed, let yourself do all those things. It's helpful having support from friends and family, but you don't need it. You don't necessarily need it. You can just let yourself do things that feel good. And you know what? If what feels good is going out and drinking a whole bottle of vodka, that is so me vibes. That is something I do. But if that doesn't feel good, don't do it. You know, I'm not encouraging drinking, but if you want to go on a fat night out, do it. If you don't want to go on a night out for 3 years, don't do it. Do you know what I mean? I'm back. My camera died, but I'm back. I feel quite physically sick, but anyway, favourite perfume / scent to wear. My favourite perfumes of all time are Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. Shit slaps. Nicki Minaj Pink Friday. One Direction Our Moment. Vera Wang Princess. Britney Spears Fantasy. This shit slaps. I could drink that stuff. Nicki Minaj Pink Friday. Again, get me a straw, get me a bucket. I also like Lady Million, but I ran out of that ages ago and fuck me, I cannot afford to buy that. So yeah, those are my top picks. They're like my constant rotation, but I don't, they're my constant rotation apart from the 2 that I don't own at the moment, which is Viva La Juicy and Lady Million, but the other 4, they're my faves. How do you look after your hair? I recently bleached mine and she's deceased. Yes, so's mine. This is literal straw. Listen to that. Well, maybe that's just the texture of hair. I wash mine maybe like every 3 days. I would say I try avoid using heat. Lies, I literally do not do that. I don't like deprive myself of using heat because it's already damaged, so like what's the heat gonna do? It's not gonna make it better, is it? So I wash it like every 3 days. I always use a hair mask. I use the Bleach London hair mask. I can't remember what it's called. I use the Reincarnation hair mask from Bleach London. Like if I'm gonna retouch my hair, like with like my roots and stuff, just leave the ends because they're what die. I guess like you could get regular like trips to the hairdresser, get your hair chopped, like the ends chopped off. I don't do that. I have not been to a hairdresser in over a year because I don't like going. I can just do it myself and it's cheaper. My hair might be damaged, but for a cheaper price, I can't complain. How does it feel to be the reason people punch each other because of your car? It feels great. If someone's getting punched and it's because of me, that is a great feeling. Do you want any children when you're older? If so, how many? Yes, I do. 2, 3 children. I have about 50 children's names that I like, I do not want 50 kids. Maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know. I really want girls. I really want at least 1 girl because, I don't know, I have a really cool name picked out for her. So, I don't know. When I see children, I'm a bit like, no, absolutely not. But my children won't be dickheads because I'll raise them to be good people. Well-behaved good people. Hopefully, anyway. We'll see. Well, my mum will raise them. I'll just be there. But yeah, maybe 2. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess it depends on the other one as well. You know, it takes 2 to tango. You know, the sperm. Sorry. That's it. That was all the questions. I love a Q&A. I just think they're just so bashful. I just think they're so fun. And they just slay every single time. I say that, you might have thought this was the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life. But I hope it wasn't. But yeah, fuck me, I can't stop yawning. I've got less than an hour before I've got to go to work and I'm in this condition. But yeah, that was it. Bye. Joking.